Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the week of July 4th. Now Aquarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. I do not offer personal readings, and I will not send you a message on any platform, so do not get scammed. Let's go ahead and get a shuffle in here for you, Aquarius. Now I'm using the Tarot Muka as well as the Bird Messages Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to purchase them for yourself. I'd also ask that you hit the like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. Especially if you watch my content regularly, please do hit that subscribe button. All right, let's see what we have here. Go ahead and put this up here. I'll also take 3 of these Bird Messages cards to clarify as we go along. All right, Aquarius. So I've been seeing these like repeating patterns in the readings this week. You're actually the last sign I'm doing for this week. But you see we have the 6-6 in the future. We also have 3-3. I'm just putting this together, but obviously if you cut 6 in half, you get 3, right? And so it's almost like the word evolution is coming into my mind as I'm thinking about this. It's like the number 3 eventually evolves to the number 6. And, you know, this is also 666 is actually also a number of transformation. A lot of people get concerned about that number. It's actually not anything to be concerned about. It's really just how you kind of frame the world and like the perspective you have on the world and the outside world and so forth and so on, and media and all of that. But the word evolution is coming into my mind here, and I'll explain more about that as we go along, but let's just dive in. So in the overall message here, you have the 3 of Wands. So this is a very exciting card because this person here is kind of looking out to the future and they're realizing that the entire ocean is in front of them. It's the energy of like kind of getting fired up and being excited about what is next, and kind of this idea of like going on an adventure. You can even see this person's like sort of an adventurer by the clothes that they're wearing, the fact that they're like kind of ready to go for something. It's a fun card. And the 3 of Wands is also this idea that small wins build up to big wins over time. The 3 of Wands progresses into the 6 of Wands. And you actually have it here in this reading coming in the future. So what I feel like telling you, Aquarius, is that even if you feel like what you're doing right now is small, I think it's important that you know that it's actually a lot bigger than you can imagine. That's kind of what I'm feeling for many of the Aquarius people here right now. In the past, you have the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So this is a very clear combination of maybe being disappointed by somebody. The 3 of Cups, you can see that the 3 friends or the 3 sisters here are sort of throwing their cups in the air, celebrating, dancing, having a good time, having good, like a sort of a joyous moment. But, and so with that, the 3 of Cups can talk about your social circle. It can just refer to other people. 3s in tarot, even the 3 of Wands, can refer to other people. So with the 3 of Wands, it may say like teaming up with somebody to kind of go on a new place or go on a new adventure. But the 3 of Cups is just about the social circle and the family unit maybe. And it could also be the family unit. Somebody in that circle, whatever relationship that circle is to you, has potentially disappointed you here. With the 5 of Cups, you can see this person's like really concerned about these 3 cups that are spilled. They're kind of in this challenging place here. And what they're not realizing is that the 5 of Cups is behind them upright. Or sorry, the 2 of Cups are behind them upright. And so yeah, it's like they might be in this challenging place right now, but things always do get better, especially when you get the 5 of Cups. So it's like, I just feel like perhaps somebody has let you down here in the past, but this has been part of your evolution. And this has been part of your journey. This has been part of your progression in life. The reality is that part of our experience on Earth is to go through these cycles of disappointment. We don't always have to be, right? I mean, I'm just trying to be realistic, right? Like, I'm an extremely positive person, but the reality is that we go through cycles of disappointment, and that's part of our evolution. And really, it just depends on kind of like how you want to frame that situation. For example, somebody may have disappointed you, but you can take the optimistic look and approach of, well, this is just kind of part of my journey. Yes, I'm disappointed, but I'm also like, this isn't the end for me. Like, I'll work through the disappointment. That's one example of just like kind of recognizing that disappointment exists, but also kind of being positive. In the future, you have the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands, okay? So Six of Cups is the idea of, it's the feeling of home, okay? The Six of Cups is the feeling of home. It's something that is familiar to you. It's something that you feel comfortable around. It's also potentially memories of love. It's also potentially just nostalgia in your life, and maybe even stopping to smell the roses. So the Six of Cups can be quite a good card. It can also refer to the past life, just in general. Past life contracts, past life relationships. It's possible that you may have, whatever disappointed you here, I know this is a little bit esoteric, and there's no way to verify this, of course, but you may have just fulfilled a contract with somebody from a past life. Like, our adversaries in life many times have a past life connection to us. And it's because we've signed this contract to learn some type of lesson here in this lifetime. And that I know it's esoteric, it's kind of, you need to really kind of put your open-minded hat on, but that could have happened, okay? Then you have this Six of Wands, which is big victory. So you are evolving, okay? Whatever happened here is leading to your evolution as a soul, as a person. You're leveling up, you're powering up here. The Six of Wands is the second win in the suit of Wands. It says that this Three of Wands card builds up to a bigger win, which is the Six of Wands. So it's a very, very incredible energy. Let's go ahead and get some additional messages here. So you have the Ten of Swords, you have the Star card, you have the Strength card, and you also have the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so I definitely like to see what's going on. Obviously a clear ending here. The illustration of like almost every Ten of Swords card that I've ever seen is always very challenging. And you can see it here. I mean, so Ten of Swords can be like defeat, right? And something that comes along with, the thing about the Ten of Swords is it's like a card of finality, okay? Like, this situation's done, it's over. There's finality involved in the Ten of Swords. And it is possible that some of you have just had to accept that one of these people in this social circle here, or in your circle, like, that cycle's over. Like, that's done. You're done, right? Like, and the reality is that people come in and out of our lives for a reason. I really think that some of you have done, like, you've done some sort of soul evolution here, is what I really feel. I really feel that some of you have had to go through a painful ending or a painful realization for the next stage of your soul's growth or evolution. That's what I feel. And you can choose to frame it that way, or you can choose to continue worrying about the Three Cups that are spilled. And look, on the Five of Cups card, this person's even thinking about how these Three Cups are spilled. They're even thinking about the Three of Cups card that is not really, that represents disappointment, and you have the Three of Cups next to it. So it's like, it really depends on how you want to look at this. You have the Star card. Star card says that your wish potentially is coming true. Maybe you needed to clear someone or something from your life to make a kind of a more open path for the wish to come forward. Having a hard time bringing this out right now, words. The Star card is one of my favorite cards because it says that there's hope and optimism for the future. So if anything, I feel like some of you are, yes, recognizing there's disappointment, but also taking the most positive approach or spin on this disappointment as possible. And that's two things can be true at the same time, right? You can sort of do that. Then you have the Strength card as well, which is about willpower, bravery, fortitude, strength to continue forward. You have this Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is a card of dedication to a task, dedication to a talent. Eight of Pentacles is the biggest card indicating a talent in the tarot. It says that you have a gift, you have something here that will always, always, always keep you well provided for. And this could be a skill, a talent, ability, whatever the case may be. And you are ready to, and you already have, and you're ready to continue dedicating yourself to this craft or this gift or whatever it is. So it's a very positive card. It also says that there's positive movement forward or positive developments in your work or career situation. So let's go ahead and take a look at what these three oracle cards are. You have Bald Eagle. From a strong foundation, you may build anything. Wood Duck. Enrich your life by keeping every option open. And Acorn Woodpecker. Accumulate in times of plenty to ensure abundance in times of scarcity. I gotta tell you, this card's been coming in for the collective recently. I think some of us are in accumulation mode right now. Working as hard as you can to accumulate as much as you can. And I'm not here to say that that's right or wrong, but I do think that there's something going on there right now, or there's maybe just a feeling in the air or a feeling in the collective right now about that. Take a look at your career and finance reading, Aquarius. If I recall, actually yours was a little interesting. It was a little strange where it was less about career and more about life. And so it was a little interesting, but yeah, let's just go ahead and see what else we have here. But that idea about keeping every option open, I think is also very important for you in this reading. Let's see what else we have here. So you have the Two of Swords, the Devil card, and you have the King of Wands. Yeah, I mean, some of you, the example that I always give when I get that King of Wands is I used to be a web developer. I used to have a traditional, a normal 9-to-5 office job. And then I got to a point where I realized I wanted to do something else, giving myself an opportunity to make more money elsewhere. And so I started a bunch of different businesses. I made a bunch of different investments, and then lo and behold, it worked out, right? And so I feel like for some of you, there's this idea of recognizing that part of your evolution is maybe going on your own. It's maybe, building something new. It's maybe quite literally starting your own business or starting your own side hustle or whatever the case may be here, because that is all sort of aligned with the King of Wands. And yeah, the King of Wands is a big card of entrepreneurship. So I feel like part of your evolution here is to even if you just keep your job, I'm not giving you financial advice or anything, you'll have to, not financial advice, but for you, it might look like keep your job, build a passion project, start on YouTube, build something here that you're proud of and accumulate in that way, because there is something about accumulation here. Remember, small wins building up to big wins over time. And so I feel like there is something about that being your path to accumulation, and this is part of your evolution, okay? You have the Two of Swords in the past, which is all about a choice, a decision, an option that you may need to make, but having a hard time making that option, as you see the blindfold energy happening here with the Two of Swords. And then you have the Devil card as well, which is this idea of sort of working through the limitation of fear and working through negative thinking. And I think that is extremely important as well. I also think that it's just finally closing out something with somebody. Let's see what else we have. You have the Ace of Cups, and then you have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so the Ace of Cups is really about some sort of new beginning of happiness coming into your life. Ace of Cups is some type of, it's the feeling of having your cups overflowing. It's a very, very good card, and it is always potentially a card associated with like creating a creative vision, or that was kind of a double message there. Making a creative vision for yourself and going for it. 10 of Wands, you're ready to get to work. 10 of Wands says that you've completed a cycle here, but there's more work ahead and you're ready for it. At the top of the pyramid, yeah, you have the Knight of Pentacles. I just feel like some of you are having results, and this is well earned to you. Knight of Pentacles represents results. Something really nice. Like, you're going to realize that this small win, or whatever you're doing right now that feels very small, will build up into a big result. And that's something that, like I just shared with, that's something I've experienced in my own life. You have the Four of Pentacles. Literally a card of accumulation. This person's holding on to their pentacles. So yeah, pretty incredible reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.